What is a DAO? A DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. The definition is argued almost as much and by nearly as many who dispute it within left-wing politics. A DAO in its purest form is taking shape with a project called Cult DAO. Once Cult DAO launches, it will function with no individual human interference beyond what's been coded for it to be influenced by, which is votes from its holders. No individual entity can dismantle the Cult DAO, stop them from collecting funds, and sending them to those furthering their cause. But before we dive into the details, thank you for choosing to watch this video. If you're interested in keeping up with our content, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be the first to get the latest crypto, blockchain guides, news, and updates. So, what is Cult DAO and is it a good investment? On February the 9th, 2022, Cult DAO announced its launch and released the Cult Manifesto, bringing what's been coined as the world's first utterly decentralized token. In simple terms, Cult DAO is best described as a decentralized autonomous organization founded by a man who goes by the pseudonym Mr. Omodulus. Cult DAO serves to fund those contributing or building towards a decentralized future. The exchanging and transacting of Cult will continuously replenish the treasury due to a 0.4% tax collected on every transaction. This project is the first entirely decentralized financing mechanism which aims to sponsor revolutionaries and those eager to break society's ties. What is the primary benefit of Cult and how did it begin? Cult is advancing the breakdown of the old financial system and trying to end it altogether. Cult is the tradable and liquid token of the Cult DAO. Transacting Cult will contribute to the protocol by filling the DAO treasury slowly to fund investments into decentralized technologies. This is achieved due to a 0.4 tax on all Cult transactions. The Cult DAO and its funding process are entirely decentralized. It cannot be stopped by any singular entity. As long as people transact with Cult, guardians put forward proposals and users vote. Cult DAO will continue to fund revolutionaries, decentralization advocates, and those willing to break the chains of centralization. The Guardians, which is a group of the top 50 holders of Cult, can only put forward a proposal. They cannot vote on such proposals, making it difficult for corruption to take place. These proposals must conform to the majority of these three criteria: the fight against centralization, the cause of decentralization, directly benefiting a noble cause. These proposals include VCs, community members, politicians, and really just any individual, so long as they conform to the three criteria we mentioned and a guardian submits them. Any proposal can be voted on by the many. These smart contracts send out 13 ETH investments to each guardian who submitted a proposal and received a successful governance vote. What is Decalt? Cult, after it's staked into the Cult DAO, becomes Decalt. Decalt is just the proof of stake token for Cult. When you stake your Cult into the DAO, you're given Decalt, which can be swapped back at any time into the quantity of Cult you've staked initially, plus any compensation given to the DAO in the period you owned Decalt. What's so special about Cult and its future goals? Even with the DeFi world, Cult DAO is a different type of creation. This platform comes without human interaction. The transaction generates a small profit, which they use to grow or fund investments. There's no human interference in things like liquidity or intelligent contracts. The makers and community members cannot stop the token now the Cult has begun. The developers cannot switch it off, the controllers cannot edit it, and the government, any global government, cannot touch it. Even if the government destroys the servers, the code will continue to run out there in the virtual universe, creating funding for organizations that stand against the oppression of the people. Cult DAO has received international acclaim, particularly from the hacker group Anonymous. The group believes DeFi funding sources like Cult are the future of making sure money reaches those who need it in oppressed countries to help them change the world. Bottom line, there is no singular control, no human interference whatsoever, and no one can change the Cult. No entity can access liquidity or upgrade, edit the smart contracts or the token. This is what makes Cult different. It cannot be stopped by the guardians, the developers, the government, regulation, or anything else. They can't destroy the service, but the code lives on, and the investments in decentralized technologies remain. Is Mr. O'Modulus really the founder of Shiba Inu? One community member found out that there seemingly is a connection between Mr. O'Modulus and the Shiba Inu founder, Ryoshi. The most compelling evidence is that Cult DAO minted 10 named NFTs, whose initial letters spell out the words, "I am Ryoshi." Shiba Inu, or SHIB for short, was one token that outgrew them all in 2021, with a huge price multiplication of 400,000 from year start to year end. With Dogecoin, SHIB created hype for dog-related meme tokens, most of which ended with a rug pull. Although it's unclear whether Mr. O'Modulus is the founder of Shiba Inu or if he's just laid a false trail as a clever marketing stunt, this revelation likely triggered the cult pumps seen after March the 24th, 2022. The Twitter user who discovered the connection has since deleted his account. So is Cult worth an investment? As always, do your research and do not take any of this as investment advice, and always invest what you can afford to lose. All that can be said is that, like many other projects, Cult mostly runs on hopium and idealism at this moment in time. However, it is a decentralized VC fund with solid tokenomics behind it, which seems to be working as intended to this point. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to be the first to watch the following videos and for more blockchain, crypto, Web3, NFT, and fintech updates and news.